If you have a crappy thumbnail and a crappy title, it's not going to be clicked on and it's not going to be seen. We're walking and we're talking, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Today is an unedited walk and talk through New York City. I'm actually just a few blocks away from Times Square right now. And I'm basically going to be talking to you guys today about creating viral content, how I kind of strategize on creating content. But before we do that, we're going to have a quick little interview with an awesome person who I met here in New York City. You know what we got to do.
Roll the intro.
Alright, get over here. Alright, Matt. Guys, this is Matt. He's a viewer of mine from DC, originally from Georgia. And he actually travels as well. And basically, he's been watching me for a little while now. He's found me through the Japan series, and I want to ask him as a viewer, because the topic of today is kind of like creating content and catering content towards viewers, where he finds his like kind of value in my videos and other videos on the internet. So we're gonna point the camera directly to Matt right now and put him on the spotlight and see what he says. It's
kind of a mix. I really like when someone feel genuine in what they're saying. Like they have some sort of connection, whether it be spiritual or whatever.
You're looking for a deeper connection.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. That's totally fine. That's understandable.
And I found you because of your Japan videos. I was gonna go there for work, and your convenience store videos actually helped me a lot find stuff to eat, because you learn a little bit of history about where you're at with the stuff you did in Kyoto, the food that you show. Yours feels more personal. Yeah, that's all I can remember.
Damn, Matt. Oh, that was a big compliment right there. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. That is one of the things that I do pride myself on, is keeping that personal boundary in my videos and at least making it feel like it's a friend watching the video, you know? That way you don't feel so scared to go to these places, or you feel more comfortable, you feel like you've gained knowledge. But since it's a walk and talk episode, we're gonna say goodbye to Matt and we're gonna continue walking around because we gotta walk and talk. So thank you so much, my dude.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you again sometime.
That's right.
In the place. Alrighty, so I'm putting myself way out of my comfort zone by doing this in like the most crowded part of New York, but I think it's good for me because I need to consistently do this stuff to keep myself out of my comfort zone. The walk and talks, you guys know how they roll. We're doing these in the style of just walking, no editing really, just keeping it clear, one train of thought. So basically I'm gonna be talking to you guys today about how I come up with the concepts for my videos, like the viral ideas and kind of my conflation between the two, and when I choose to do something like that and when I choose to not do something like that. As you guys heard from my viewer Matt, which is awesome, by the way. Thank you so much, Matt, for coming and hanging out. It was cool to meet you. You know, there's a very big balance in my life when it comes to the viewership, what I want to create, and what I know will make me money on YouTube. And so on YouTube, you get something that goes viral, quote unquote. You get money, you get subscribers, and you get views, but it's for a very short period of time. It doesn't last. It's for, you know, a day or two, a week, whatever it'll be. It doesn't last for months on end. It's not exponential growth. It's something that's not sustainable, quote unquote. Now, there are exclusions to this rule. On YouTube, there are YouTube channels that 100% completely just make every video a viral video, and that works really well for them. But in this specific case, I haven't been able to crack that code or do that yet. And so what I've been working on is creating a sort of strategy where the videos that I'm putting out recently have all the potential to go viral, to go big. All right, it's getting too awkward, people looking at me. I'm just gonna jump over for a section. So this city is such a good and bad place at the same time to film videos. I'm always conflating the two because there's so many people that stare at you, but also it's so good to push yourself out of that comfort zone to not care that people are looking at you while you're vlogging. So I'm just trying to get over that, but regardless, I strayed away from the point. I've been trying as of recent to instill a sort of value in every single one of the videos that I make that has the potential, the conceptual ability to go viral, to go big according to what YouTube wants, what people find is interesting and is easy and is shareable. And part of that is making videos that don't require you to think so much. So you might be thinking like the travel videos I was making before, they're very involved, you know, people are interested, they want to learn something, and those take a lot of work, they take a lot of knowledge, they take a lot of research to create, and they're not at the moment sustainable for me to create on a regular basis. And one thing that I noticed from YouTube is that they want regular content, and when I say regular content, it's more than what I think personally a human being is capable of doing by themselves. It's something that they want a team to produce. You know, daily content is not an easy thing to make, at least not daily high quality content. And so what I've been doing as of recent with my content is lowering down the expectation of editing high quality sound effects, of whatever it be, and bringing up the value of myself as a host in the videos, the entertainment value coming from me, and maybe the knowledge and information coming from me. That way this concept of what I do as a YouTube video can be transferred anywhere. I could be in Japan doing the same thing, or I could be in Taiwan doing the same thing, or I could be in New York City. It wouldn't matter, I could do this anywhere around the world. Now, has that succeeded in any way, shape, or form yet? No. As of yet, no. But I think on YouTube there's a certain gestation period, and you don't get to know what content is going to succeed immediately unless it really, really does go viral or it's topical. Okay, let's bounce somewhere else. Okay, but I do want to address one of the main reasons that you've probably come to this video, which is to learn about how I create viral content or my strategies on viral content. I can't claim that I've ever gone super viral, because there's people that have gone super viral, but I've known how to make content that has viral tendencies. There's been a recent conversation on YouTube a lot about clickbait and clickbait titles and clickbait thumbnails. I take a very different look, I think, than the rest of the YouTube community about this type of stuff, and I actually did a recent interview with this really cool new up-and-coming media company that asked me about how I feel about clickbait. My stance is kind of as follows. The system has become very hard for a new person to work on, to create content, to get big on. I think that it has become increasingly difficult, and that's fine, that's within reason. There's more people, there's more competition, the system is different now. But that being said, you should be able to have the freedom to do whatever you want to do to make it to the top. Obviously, there needs to be a reason there. You can't film a dead body in a forest in Japan and put that on camera. That shouldn't be okay. That shouldn't be used as clickbait. But if it means that you're showing things that are a bit risque on camera, or things that are a little bit over the top in the thumbnail, or if the titles are a little bit more enticing, they're not just generic, boring titles, you should be able to put those in the thumbnails and in the titles to get an audience to watch your videos, because it has become increasingly difficult. You have to market yourself to become something that somebody wants to click on. And I don't succeed in any means in every single video on this. I think most of the times I fail at this, but the ones that I do hit on, they teach me something that I could use for the next video that I attempt doing with this. And so if you look at my channel, you'll see a wide, giant category of videos that have no viral success on them whatsoever. A lot of them, I think a majority of them, are not viral or don't get a lot of views, but the ones that do, they all have a certain element to them that brings over that person. It's either something that they've never seen before, it's an original type, it's clickbaity, whatever it is, it gets that person enticed to watch the video. And I think clickbait is a very normal and useful tool for people to use, and I think it's something that shouldn't be undervalued, because personally, and I think there's research to agree or disagree with this, I think about 80% of the effectiveness of your thumbnail and your title are what gets somebody to actually watch your video and then gets promoted on YouTube. If you have a crappy thumbnail and a crappy title, it's not going to be clicked on and it's not going to be seen, which unfortunately it could be the most amazing video hidden in there. If it doesn't have those two key elements, it's probably not going to be seen and shared. It's an unfortunate cog to the system, but if you want to make it work, you have to fit your own cog into there, and that's something that I try to do on a daily basis. When you see me sitting on thumbnails going, like, all these expressions, it's things that I've learned and taught myself about what people try to click on when they come to a video. Do they want me just smiling, or do they want me with a bland face, or do they want me showing some sort of expression to think that I'm disgusted, scared, afraid, happy, over the top, something like that. So there's a lot to learn from just studying people and the way that human beings do things and what they click on and what they interact on the internet. But don't be afraid to clickbait. That is one of the biggest things I have to tell you. The last kind of point that I want to attest to and to speak about in this video is the content itself. And this is actually the key to this entire video. If the content itself isn't good, no one's going to watch it. It doesn't matter if the thumbnail's good, it doesn't matter if the title's good. If the content itself is crap or it doesn't bring a value to a person, no one's gonna watch it. It won't be shared. The algorithm can't work with it because nobody wants to see that video inherently. So you need to do your best to create the best content that you're making. And once again, I am not a 100% success rate on that. There's videos that I look back on that I'm not super 100% proud of. But that being said, if you try to improve on in every video that you create and try to make something that is continuously improving, it's a product that's always getting better, somebody knows they can tune in and watch something that gets better and better every single time, you're going in the right direction. That's the point of this, is that matched up with amazing thumbnails and enticing titles, you have to have good content, and there's no way to go beyond that. That is not something that you can skip around. It's not something that you can find a shortcut around. It's something that you have to work on day in and day out to create. So I can only hope that this video added some sort of context value to your life, that you got something out of this that you could go ahead and use. I hope that I'm somebody that you can trust with this, because I mean, I'm not the biggest YouTuber on planet Earth, but I've grown to nearly 100,000 subscribers as of recording this video. So I think I have some sort of, once again, everything is subjective to everybody, each and own person's channel and what they can kind of create, the videos and the content that they make. So what I do necessarily won't work for you, and what you do won't work for me. But there's elements that we can drag from everybody to create this stuff, and the things that I taught you in this video or talked to you about are things that I've seen and watched and I've emulated from different places and created into my own kind of strategy. Not all of it works, but when it does work, and it works really, really well. And that's all I have to add about that video. That was another walk and talk. I hope that you guys are enjoying this series. Something that I hopefully want to continue doing. I hope you guys got some sort of value. This one is kind of geared to people who are more into creating YouTube videos, but if you're interested in kind of like how I do my thing, this is kind of what I do. This is kind of like the daily thing that I have to think about every time I take a camera and walk outside the door. You got a little bit of insight. It's not just me eating hot dog. But that being said, I'm gonna leave you guys here. I love you so, so much. You guys are the best audience on planet Earth. If you want, support this channel in any way, shape, or form, you can check out this merchandise. It's soft, it's delicious. It'll keep you warm in the winter of New York. I'll see you in the next video. I love you long time. Goodbye, clats.